Coco and Teal.
As an early intervention speech-language pathologist working in an international community, a question I get asked all the time is how bilingualism affects language development. Parents ask questions like, should I be teaching my child more than one language, especially if they already have a measured speech delay? What are the side effects, benefits, and drawbacks of teaching my child more than one language, and how do I go about teaching my child to speak and understand two languages? To answer the question, should I be teaching my baby more than one language, my answer is pretty much a unilateral yes. I wish someone would have taught me how to speak another language when I was a baby. Babies' brains are primed to pick up languages faster than our adult brains. By the time a baby is 6 months old, they can already discriminate which sounds and words come from their native language versus a language that they've never heard before. If you or your partner have a native language that's not English, chances are that teaching your baby to understand and speak in that non-native language will allow them to participate socially with at least half of their family who might speak a language besides English. So these social benefits are important to take into account. We also know that learning more than one language has all kinds of cognitive benefits. Cognitive flexibility, the ability to focus, and later onset of Alzheimer's disease, obviously much later down the line, have all been associated in studies with bilingualism. Let's talk about the challenges of raising a bilingual baby. Babies who are hearing more than one language often spend longer in the listening and understanding or receptive phase of language acquisition. This is a result that has emerged from studies of the typical trajectories for monolingual and bilingual peers. So this does mean that there might be a small and temporary delay in expressive language acquisition, in your child being able to use either language to ask for what they want or need. This is definitely something to take into account if your child is showing a lot of frustration with not being able to communicate their basic wants and needs. It's okay to take a break from bilingual training, focus on one language until they're able to get their needs met, and then throw the other language back in. Let's talk about how to teach more than one language. What we know about infant language acquisition is that babies learn languages best from native speakers. So my favorite method, if you have two parents whose native languages are two different ones, to simply use the one parent, one language method. This means that one parent speaks exclusively in Spanish and one parent speaks exclusively in English, if those are the two languages that you're teaching them. So this would look like maybe mom only using Spanish. Anytime she is around the family, around her kids, communicating with them, asking them questions, getting them ready, she is only speaking in Spanish. Now with this method, let's say dad is an English speaker. He would do the exact same thing with another language, English. So he would be getting them ready, talking to them, asking them questions, playing, looking at books, all the while speaking in his native language, English. The idea here is definitely that the child will be hearing a lot of the same commands, go get your shoes, a lot of the same vocab words, oatmeal, socks, whether or not they're interacting with mom or dad in Spanish or English. So it is involving a lot of repetition and the ability to compare from one language and one day or one situation to the next. However, within an interaction, you are trying your best to stick to that one language. I hope this video gave you a little sneak peek into what you are getting yourself into if you're contemplating teaching your baby more than one language. There are all kinds of cognitive benefits, and there are also some expected challenges that we may have to navigate along the way. As always, I suggest employing the help of a speech-language pathologist like myself to answer any questions and guide you along this process. I think it is well worth your while in today's global world, what an advantage to be able to communicate with people from other countries, other cultures, other languages. Thanks for watching my video. Thanks for sharing it with friends and family who may benefit. Thanks for liking and following Coco and Teal on Facebook and YouTube. See you guys next time for a new topic on Coco and Teal speech therapy.